He washed dishes for $6 an hour, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, no breaks, no voice, and barely enough English to ask for help. Most people never even noticed him. To the staff, he was just the new guy in the back. To customers, he was invisible. But years later, that same man owned the entire building, and 10 more just like it. His name was Luis Ramirez, and he arrived in the U.S. with nothing but a backpack, a few clothes, and a promise to his mother that he would make it. He didn't have a visa, didn't have connections, didn't even know how to navigate the bus system, but he knew how to work. So he did. He took whatever job he could find, washing dishes at a small diner, cleaning toilets after hours, sleeping on a mattress on the floor of a shared room with 5 other workers. Every dollar mattered. Every tip was a step. Every long night was a brick in the foundation. Luis watched everything: how the cooks moved, how the manager ordered inventory, how the owner handled complaints. He said nothing, but he was studying. He saved aggressively, cut his own hair, ate rice and eggs for weeks at a time, and every month he sent money back home to his mother. But he wasn't just surviving, he was quietly preparing. After 5 years, he had saved just enough to start a food cart. It was small, just tacos and drinks. But it was his. He parked it on a busy corner and worked it like his life depended on it. Because it did. He smiled at every customer, learned their names, and made sure the food was always hot, always fresh, always fast. He memorized faces, took mental notes of what people loved, and slowly built a reputation. It wasn't easy. He got fined, shut down, moved, restarted, but he didn't quit. Within 2 years, that cart became 2, then 3, then a small takeout spot. He reinvested everything, upgraded his equipment, hired his old co-workers, taught them how to treat people with respect, how to cook with consistency, how to lead with discipline. He didn't just create jobs, he created loyalty. By year 10, Luis owned 3 restaurants, each one profitable, each one built with sweat, not debt. But he didn't stop. He kept going. Because for Luis, this was no longer just about survival. It was about legacy. He bought the buildings, opened new locations, started helping other immigrants launch their own carts and kitchens. He didn't want to be the only success story. He wanted to multiply the path. He created jobs, funded scholarships, donated to food banks, and hired people no one else would give a chance. One day, a young worker asked him, "How did you go from dishwasher to owner?" Luis looked at him and said, "I did every job, so I could one day build every solution." When reporters finally told his story, he said something no one forgot. "I washed enough dishes to know how every part of this business works, and I treated people the way I wish someone had treated me." Luis Ramirez became more than a businessman. He became a symbol, a reminder that where you start means nothing compared to how hard you're willing to climb. He never had a business degree, never had funding, never even had citizenship in the beginning. But he had belief, work ethic, and time. Today, he still walks into his restaurants through the back door, greets the dishwashers first, and reminds them that this isn't the bottom, it's the beginning. He built an empire with his hands, his kindness, and his consistency. Sometimes, after closing time, Luis stays behind, wipes down the same counters he used to scrub as an employee, walks through the dining room in silence, and remembers the boy who arrived here with nothing. He looks at the framed photo of his mother by the office door and whispers, "I kept the promise." Then he locks up, turns off the lights, and walks home through the same streets he once crossed in fear. Only now, he walks with peace, because he knows he didn't just build restaurants, he built a life, brick by brick, dish by dish, choice by choice. So the next time someone tells you that you need money to make money, remember Luis. He started with dishes and ended with buildings. He started as invisible and became unforgettable. If this story moved you, share it with someone who feels stuck, and subscribe for more stories of quiet power and hidden greatness. Because sometimes, the man cleaning the plates is the one preparing to own the kitchen.